Sitting down all day, treatment and prevention. Sitting down all day with no physical activity can increase a person's risk of developing health conditions such as heart disease, type 2 diabetes, and some types of cancer. Staying physically active can help to reduce this risk. Physical activity is a crucial part of keeping the body healthy. However, the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention estimates that Americans spend between 6.5 to 8 hours per day sitting down on average. Office workers, for example, may sit at a desk for hours at a time. Common pastimes such as reading, watching television, or playing computer games can also involve sitting down for long periods. This video will explain what happens to the body when someone sits down for too long. How long is too long to sit down, and how to avoid and prevent the consequences of a sedentary lifestyle. What happens to the body after sitting down for too long? Prolonged sitting can impact the body in various ways. This can include discomfort. A 2018 study suggests an association between prolonged sitting and musculoskeletal discomfort. Areas that people experience discomfort in include neck, shoulders, lower limbs, lower back, buttocks, thighs, wrist and hand. This study examined the effects of sitting for 2 hours. It found that discomfort levels in all body areas rose as time increased. Slower metabolism. Metabolism is the process by which the body breaks down and uses energy. A 2021 research article suggests that prolonged sitting can affect metabolism after eating. Researchers in this article recommend regular activity breaks to improve metabolism when sitting for long periods. Changes to blood flow. According to the same 2021 research article, prolonged sitting can reduce blood flow, particularly to the legs. This can lead to consequences such as leg swelling. Hypertension. A 2017 cross-sectional study associates prolonged sitting with hypertension, which is high blood pressure. 6.3% of office workers in the study experienced blood pressure above 140 by 90 millimeters for mercury. The American Heart Association lists this as stage 2 hypertension. Musculoskeletal disorders. A 2018 article highlights associations between prolonged sitting and certain musculoskeletal disorders of the lower limbs. Similarly, a 2017 article suggests an association between sitting for long periods and musculoskeletal disorders of the neck, knees, thighs, lower back. Mental impact. The same 2018 study that mentioned people with sitting for 2 hours suggests that prolonged sitting has a negative impact on perceived mental state and creative problem-solving abilities. The 2017 article mentioned above also suggests that sitting for long periods can lead to feelings of exhaustion. How to treat the effects of sitting all day? Getting active is the best way to treat the effects or prevent the consequences of sitting all day. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention recommends people get at least 150 minutes of moderate intensity activity a week. This could be 5 30-minute sessions across 1 week. Moderate intensity activity might include brisk walking, water aerobics, riding a bike on level ground. People can start with less vigorous exercises and build their stamina over time. A 2021 research article suggests that regular activity offers better benefits than replacing prolonged sitting with prolonged standing. How to prevent the consequences of sitting all day? Staying active is the best way to avoid the consequences of sitting down all day. This can involve getting at least 150 minutes of physical activity each week or introducing regular activity breaks. For example, a 2022 systematic review suggests the benefits of breaking up prolonged periods of sitting by regularly walking around. Tips to avoid sitting down all day. People who work in offices can try to avoid sitting down all day by asking for sit and stand desks or workstations, alternating between standing and sitting every 30 minutes, having walking meetings, regularly stretching while sitting or standing, walking to speech with a colleague instead of sending an email. Is sitting for 8 hours bad for you? The charity Just Stand classes sitting for between 4 to 8 hours a day as a medium risk of associated health complications. It considers sitting between 8 to 11 hours a day to be high risk. Can you die from sitting for too long? Sitting down all day is part of what doctors call a sedentary lifestyle. According to the World Health Organization, insufficient physical activity is the fourth leading risk factor for death and is responsible for 3.2 million deaths per year worldwide. A 2017 article suggests people who spend long periods sitting down for work have an almost 1.4 times greater chance of dying prematurely after 12 years than those who do not. When to speak with a doctor? Anyone who experiences the symptoms of a health condition related to sitting down for long periods should speak with a doctor. Anyone who already has a health condition such as type 2 diabetes, heart disease or osteoporosis may wish to speak with their doctor before starting a new exercise regime. Healthcare professionals will usually be able to offer personalized advice on the best way to approach getting active or increasing activity levels.